When it comes to going solar, many of us are focused on that monthly payment when we're financing a system, or the total cost of the system when we're paying cash. But there's actually a much greater impact when you go solar, and it goes well beyond that monthly payment or total purchase price. In this video, I want to talk about the financial impact of going solar and how you're not just saving money, but actually receiving a return on your investment for your money, much like a 401k plan. But before I enlighten you with some great financial information, please keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor. I am just a licensed solar professional. And while I'm going to provide information on the financial benefits of going solar and compare them to the information available online about other types of investments, it's always a good idea to speak with a financial advisor if you have one. And if you don't, that's okay. Just do a little more research. You'll of course need to request your hassle-free quote from us by using the link down in the description below. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more home improvement ideas that'll save you money. Now, the timing of this video couldn't be any better. With inflation at an all-time high and gas prices just straight up out of freaking control, we are all looking for ways to make our measly dollar go a little further. Solar has been promoted as a way to save money each and every month. And that is true. It'll do that. But solar is also an investment, much like a 401k plan or IRA, mutual fund, or bonds. This may come as a surprise to many of you, but hear me out. All investments have risk, and they all take time to earn you money at a certain rate of return. Now, generally, the rule for investing is the higher the risk, the greater the return. The lower the risk, well, the lower the rate of the return. But solar actually defies this rule in a really cool way. Remember, when you invest in a 401k plan or bonds, you want the rate of return to be greater than that of inflation. This means if you put $10,000 into a 401k plan that yields 10% annually, according to Google, that's the average, you have to factor in inflation with that 10%. And as of this video, it's 7%. So you're actually only earning 3% for your money. That's not a great return. Sure, it's a safe return, but you're not going to retire on that kind of return. Now, what if you could take that same $10,000 and earn 20% by simply investing it in solar for your home? Which after inflation, that 7% rate currently, you're at 13% rate of return for your money. That's 10% more than a traditional 401k plan. And what if I told you that this was basically a guaranteed rate of return regardless of the economy? Do you think you would invest in a solar system for your home? I would imagine you would. Now, you might be wondering, how is this possible? And it's really actually simple. You have to buy energy. There's no way around it. That's just part of life. Even if you're trying to live off grid, you still have to buy propane or some fuel of some type, unless of course you're some ridiculous mountain man living off the land, cutting trees down and eating rabbits. You know, you're obviously not watching this video then. So in order for me to show you how you earn money by investing in a solar system, I have to build an example system for you to see. Keep in mind, the savings and rate of return shown is subject to where you live and what your utility provider is charging per kilowatt hour. So if you want to know the financial impact of going solar, then you should request your hassle-free quote from Pacific Sun Technologies by using the link I've provided down in the description below. I really make it easy for you. Now, this estimate is based on an average electric bill of $200 per month with Southern California Edison as the utility provider. This equates to roughly 8,300 kilowatt hours worth of energy being consumed per year. Now, the solar systems I designed, because I did two, are the REC Alpha Pure Black 400 watt modules and Q-Cell's G10 Plus 400 watt module. These are some of the best panels on the market, and I'll be pairing them both up with Enphase's 8th generation microinverter, the newest one. It's specifically the IQ8M. It's a perfect pairing. The reason I want to show you two panel options is because the cost of the equipment plays a role in the rate of return for your investment over 25 years. I'm also going to be showing you 5 financing options starting at a 20-year and going all the way down to a 5-year loan. I'll also be showing you a cash option, of course, at the end. Spoiler alert, cash always has the best rate of return on your money, but financing a system isn't all that bad. So, on our proposal tool, when you're scrolling down, you have the quotation selection, which basically breaks down the cost of the system. There's, of course, any discounts we have at the time, as well as the financing information, depending on what you've selected, and then the estimated federal investment tax credit amount, which is presently 26%. This will be decreasing next year to 22%, so keep that in mind if you're thinking about going solar and have been dragging your feet. We, of course, end up at the net cost of your solar investment after all is said and done, but our proposals actually have more financial information available for you. As you can see, we have a simple financials and a detailed financials. When you click on the detailed financials, you get some very important information. The first being the net present value of the system. If you're not familiar with this, it's okay. I'm going to tell you what this means. Basically, the NPV is a capital budgeting method used as part of a cost-benefit analysis, which is used to determine the profitability of an investment. The NPV allows project stakeholders, or homeowners buying a solar system, to determine if the future benefits are more or less than the initial investment. Basically, in a nutshell, you want this number to be bigger than your purchase price, because it's telling you that the system is worth $43,000 if you're going to go with the REC system. And it doesn't really fluctuate much between the financing options or cash. The next detailed information is the discounted payback period. This is the estimated amount on the net system cost, assuming you're claiming that 26% federal tax credit. So, if you were to finance the system for 20 years at, say, 3.99% interest, you could expect to have made back your money in under 10 years. Obviously, the shorter the term of the loan or the lower the interest, the faster you make back your money. When you look at the total return on investment, this is taking the total cost of the system, including interest, after the tax credit has been deducted, and deducting it against the total utility bill cost over 25 years. This is what is shown as in the simple financial section. The last part of this is the rate of return on your investment, which is what almost all investments are referencing. In our proposals, we assume the utility companies will increase their rates no more than 4% annually, which, if you do a little research, you'll find that they have done far more historically. With that said, you can see that even with a 20-year loan, the rate of return on your money is greater than today's inflation of 7% and better than most traditional investments like 401ks. As you would expect, a shorter term loan or even a lower interest rate would increase your rate of return. Now, not many of us are willing to actually spend more than what we are already spending for energy. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't look to a shorter term loan option. You can find a happy medium here. Look at the 10-year loan, for example. The estimated monthly payment is roughly $50 less than the average amount being spent per month. To the utility company, you're, no matter what, going to spend $200 a month. Now you're only going to spend $150 a month. So you're going to be getting a payback period of 8 years at just about 16% rate of return for this investment. Of course, if you have cash and you've been itching to make an investment, solar is a safe investment with a very strong rate of return. As you can see, the REC system being proposed is just shy of 20% for its rate of return, and you'll have your money back from your initial investment in less than 6.5 years. Now, someone, please in the comments, tell me what investment can pretty much guarantee this type of return for your money, because I want to invest in that. Now, if you really want to get crazy returns, then check out the Q-Cell option that we have put together. While they aren't the best panel on the market, they are the #1 sold solar panel in the United States 3 years in a row, and it's because they're very reliable and affordable. You basically can make back your money in under 6 years at a rate of return of 21.5%. I don't even think day traders make this kind of return. Now, solar proposals are not created equally. You may not be able to get this detailed financial information from every solar company, but we always include it in our proposals. So if you're interested in going solar or looking to invest your money into something safe with a great return, then you should request your hassle-free quote today from us. Just use the link down in the description below, because you don't want to just save money every month. You want to hedge your money against rising costs, against inflation, against economic uncertainty. You can become energy independent while making a conscious decision to improve your financial situation and at the same time improve the environment. To me, that's a win-win. It's a no-brainer. Well, that's it for this week's video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so that way you can stay informed on financial savings of other energy efficient home improvements that we plan on talking about later this year. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.